We're just going to look at this question. It says that the random variable x has a normal distribution with a mean of 30 and a variance of 4 but a standard deviation of 2. So you've got to understand what this means. Now the thing is, we're talking about x, and that could have been data we've collected about anything. But what this does tell us is that it has approximately a normal distribution. Now because of that, that's telling me that it's going to look somewhat like this, the distribution, if I was to plot the distribution, because this is approximately a normal distribution. And it tells me more than that. It tells me that it's got a mean of 30 and also that it's got a standard deviation of 2, so I might put this here. But there's not much I can do with this because all of my tables in the book relate to the standard deviation z, which has a mean of 0, and we can see the standard deviations here, and it's picked such that the entire area underneath the curve adds to 1. So the tables are no good for this, but my tables tell me all about the area under this graph. So I have got to basically translate this distribution for some real life thing that I've measured into this standard Z distribution that we use. Now the question is asking me here, it wants the probability that the values are less than 33. So I'm just going to look at this and represent it. So 33 I think is going to be about here. And so I'll just draw that in, and it's just so I've got an idea what value I'm looking at. So less than 33, and in my own mind I'm going to come up with a very rough idea. I mean, I can't interpret, just off the top of my head what this standard deviation is going to mean in terms of where this 33 will be. I don't know if it's going to be here or here, but I certainly know it's going to be to the right. So, I am going to say that I think the area underneath this graph is going to be around 0.6. For no other reason, I know it's more than half. And so this corresponds, with this. I know that it should be similarly here. This is going to represent this area on our Z distribution, which is the standard distribution. So I need to relate these two, and this is what you need to memorize. That's how the two will be related. So I want to, this is my X, and I want to change it to Z. So here, what I've been asked for, this point here is 33, is the value that I'm actually interested in, the X value. So we're going to have 33 minus the mean, which was 30, divided by the standard deviation, which is 2. And so I find that we get 1.5. So what we're saying is, if this was described as in this distribution, what I'm looking for is 1.5. So actually, I know it's going to be a little bit more than here. there, so it's 1.5, and at this point I can use my tables now because I've expressed the problem in a different way. I've expressed it like this now. So I can go to the back of the book, or the tables that you're using in the exam at least, and I can see that that equals 0.9332. Okay, and that's my answer. That the probability that this variable that we're interested in is going to be less than 33 is 93.32%.